reference to?
A formal complaint against the cop, man. I told her. I've been standing out here forever.
Okay, I'm the one that fixed that. I just need to know what it's in reference to.
You need to know what it's in reference to? Why can't you hand me that complaint form, man?
Because that's my form,
That's
and I'm
your
the one
form?
that fixed it.
You mean you can't take that and leave? You can't take that and leave. The citizen can't come in here and take that and leave.
Well, I generally talk to them first.
Well, I'm not talking about generally, man. I'm talking about... Why? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Oh,
They call you in for me?
I don't know.
Oh.
You here to make a complaint?
Yeah, well, no, I want to find out how to do it first.
Can I get your name?
Rich.
And your last name?
What for?
Do you have a driver's license on you? So let me see your license.
Well, what if I don't have it on me? That's, you know.
Failing to identify yourself, I can take you and put you in jail. All right? Is that what you want?
No, I don't want to go there.
Okay, give me your license then.
I don't want to go there.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Identify yourself with some form of identification.
I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay.
I just came here to find out, you know, what the deal is. It's cool.
Give me some identification. I'm talking to you right now.
Look, man, don't hit me or nothing. You know, I didn't do.
Don't walk away. I'm
not.
telling you to stop.
Okay, I'm right here.
Now I'm asking you for some identification. Do you want to identify yourself?
I did not do nothing wrong, man.
Nothing says you did.
But what is this? You know, I don't get this. You know, I'm a little.
Just want some identification.
Cool, I understand that.
He just wants to know who you are.
But I don't. For what though? You know, I just work around here and then I go. That's it. You know, I didn't do nothing wrong.
You're required by law to identify yourself to a peace officer when requested.
Well, what if I don't have it? That's the whole thing, you know?
You just told me.
Yeah, but okay, then what if I don't want to give it?
You're reaching for your pocket.
What if I don't want to give it up? That's the whole thing.
Then I take you to jail.
You're required by law.
Then I take you to jail?
Right now.
I'm just gonna go.
Jesus Christmas.
Hello, I'm asking you who you want to identify yourself to. Okay, I don't want to do that, but does that mean I get arrested for not telling you who I am? You can. It's called field ID. What I'm asking you is who you want, your name. Okay, well, I just would like to leave.
At that point, he walked from the front of the police department about a quarter mile up here to Highway 6. He was expecting to be picked up by an unmarked news vehicle. But instead, he was greeted by flashing lights and a return visit from Sergeant Thomas.
We're trying to help you out. I don't want any help. Right now, I feel like I'm being harassed. Now, I don't want to answer any questions. I'm not doing anything but walking. I'm under arrest for what? Number one, failing to ID. Number two, walking on the wrong side of the divided highway. You can be arrested for that? Yes, you can.
Okay, well, I explained to you earlier. It says if you don't tell me what's up, I'm not giving you nothing. Well, what's your name?
And, you know, an officer, I didn't want to tell you my name. Honestly, I don't want to get into it like that. I just came in to get some documentation, something of that nature. So if it's a complaint, something of that nature, I can fill out a complaint and have it heard and go on from there. But, I mean, if you're telling me that, you know, you find something to arrest me on, I mean, that's the problem right there.
You go get your form.
So, if he doesn't do the investigation, then well, depending on what it is, somebody else.
Come back in. Come back. Come over. Put your hands down. Now, see, there's got to be a real particular reason for why you don't want to tell me who you are. And I'm really getting a little upset by this. Yeah, I have my ID in my back pocket, officer. It's in my back pocket right there. I'm not trying to... I got nothing better to do than play games with you? Huh? You walk into my station, you don't want to answer my questions, and you expect me to tell you what you think you want to hear? What's the last thing you went to jail for? Huh? You're either going to tell me now, or you're going to tell me in about 2 seconds when I take you to Atlantic Station and book you. You understand me? What is your name? I asked you a question. What is your name?
My name is Paul Wesley Parker III.
Now, how hard is that, Mr. Parker? Wesley, whatever it is? Where do you live? Put your hands on the counter right there. Do not take your hands off that counter for any reason in this earth. You understand me?
I got you.
Okay. They come off that counter for any other reason than I tell you to take them off that counter. You're going to pay a visit downtown at the hospital ward. You understand me?
On a windswept Chicago corner, a shot in a beer tavern where the working class goes to shoot pool and quietly drink into the early morning hours. Behind the bar, little Carolina Obrika, serving a handful of customers, including off-duty Chicago police officer Anthony S.W.A.T. Carolina says she tried to ignore him as he verbally abuses her. Then he crosses the line.
And he gets right away behind the bar with a chair. I tell him to get out. That's when he tells me, nobody will tell me what to do. I try to get him out of behind the bar, and then boom. He's like trying to grab my neck. Then he throws me on the floor. I was down, and he was beating me. I remember he was hitting like my head. I was like sitting on the floor. You don't know if he wants to beat you until you bleed and you die. I thought that he would never stop beating me.
S.W.A.T. then storms out. Chicago cops come to take a report from the bar owner who's just arrived. But surprisingly, they ignore his key evidence.
He told these police officers, I have a videotape on a video camera that was running in the bar that night. I want to show it to you so you can see exactly what he did. And the police officers walked out of the bar and left.
Without the videotape as evidence, amazingly, S.W.A.T. is only charged with a misdemeanor. A group of off-duty police officers drinks way into the morning. Meanwhile, across the bar, 4 friends, businessmen, are at the billiard table peacefully at play. Suddenly, for no apparent reason we can see on the tape, the off-duty cops start a confrontation, sweeping the balls away and slamming the pool cue to the table. Watch now as another officer approaches one of the men from behind. The businessmen are knocked to the floor, choked. Another is slammed down on the table itself, then to the floor, where he's put in a headlock and pummeled. One of the men is pushed outside the bar by 2 cops. He starts to make a cell phone call for help, but when an officer later identified as Sergeant Jeffrey Planey notices, he grabs the phone and violently shoves the man to the wall. The 4 businessmen have suffered numerous injuries from the brutal beatings: broken ribs, broken nose, herniated disc, contusions all over, and much more. 911 calls from inside the bar manage to get through, but 9 police vehicles roll up and then quickly roll away after being greeted by the same Sergeant Planey. A car weaves down a Kentucky road. Suspecting a drunk driver, Officer Adam Brown pulls him over.
Sir, what's going on tonight? Mr. Crank, where you work for? Newport PD?
Oh, come on now. We're cops now.
They discuss the implications of arresting a fellow policeman.
You're right, it's a catch-22, and it would stir up a hornet's nest. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to support. First of all, you're on tape right now. Every bit of this is recorded. You have any idea what would happen if this tape got into the media or got out in the public?
And in the end, Brown confides to his fellow officer he can't bring himself to make the arrest.
I can't do it.
So after almost 50 minutes of agonizing, Officer Brown upheld the code of silence, even though he knew he was breaking state law. He let his fellow officer go. Well, in Chicago, drunk driving off-duty police officers may have killed at least 5 innocent civilians over the last 3 years.
They do absolutely nothing, covering up their misconduct and not punishing them for any misconduct that they engage in. Emboldens these police officers essentially to believe that they're above the law.
New research also concluded that cops routinely get away with abusive behavior.
The code of silence is very real. Don't rat out other cops. If you do, there'll be real consequences.
University of Chicago law professor Craig Futterman had an exclusive look at 2 years of dirty laundry of the Chicago police. He was given access to more than 10,000 complaints of police abuse. Just 19 of those resulted in what he calls meaningful discipline, suspension for a week or more.
There are officers who have as many as 50 complaints against them.